like, most of the seasons that I've been here, preseason, there's always been kind of talks about us. I think there were talks about us last year. I think this year is like, going back to the experience thing, it's like we've felt this before. We're more experienced now. We kind of understand what to expect coming into this year now. So I feel like this team is just a lot more confident, and I don't really feel like, pressure is really the problem. I think it's really just about us performing and stuff like that.
How many ticket requests are you getting for this opener, and how much are you looking forward to coming back and playing here in your home stadium?
Definitely a lot. Family, friends, and coaches that have coached me coming from Charlotte. I've definitely, been wanting to come to games, but I'm very excited to come back to Charlotte to play here. I think this is like my third time playing here since I've been at Carolina. I'm just very excited. I'm ready to get a win in Bank of America. I've not won in Bank of America yet. But yeah, it's just always exciting kind of coming back where you're from, knowing that people, support you here and people want to see you do good in your hometown. So it's very exciting.
Cedric, what excites you most about the start of a new football season?
New opportunity. I say it's a whole new year. It's a whole new opportunity to do something great, do something special. I think that's, the most exciting thing. And I think, in this season in particular, going into my fourth year, probably going to be my last, just that part in itself is very exciting to me, and definitely want to finish it off very well.
Cedric, on the podium, you were kind of talking about the differences that the defensive game is going to kind of look to do, the things that Gene Cedric, being here too with Gene Cedric. Is there any, kind of different approach he's taking this year? Anything different he's kind of, giving you guys compared to last year?
Yeah, I think, one of the different approaches that we're doing this year rather than last year. In defenses, a lot of guys have different jobs in different positions, but, depending on the play, they might have similar jobs, depending on what type of stun or what coverage that we're running. So this year we've been doing like a lot of safety linebacker meetings kind of together because we work together a lot with the safeties. So I think just, having those meetings together and we're all kind of seeing the same things as linebackers and safeties, I really think it's going to build like a better chemistry between us.
How would you describe Gene Cedric's style as a coach? Like, what is his maybe leadership style like? And what is his coaching style like?
Yeah, I think he's a great leader. He's a great coach. Like one thing that I really like about Coach Chiz is like before like we start any defensive meeting, like he always has like a quote that like might relate to football, but you can apply it to life as well. I think like that's something that I really enjoy from Coach Cedric because, it kind of shows that he really cares about, who you are more than just a football player. And that's something that I really appreciate. But he's just a great guy. He's a very knowledgeable of the game. He's a great teacher. Whether it's plays or techniques or different things like that. So I think this year, he's trying to do a better job of us really kind of understanding what we're doing. Because like I said, I felt at times last year we might have not been fully understand because it was our first year in the defense. So I think, us coming back in the second year in the defense, it'll be a lot better for sure.
You said how this is probably your final year, and outside of the block just looking great. You're trying to put a close to things, whether it be aesthetics off the field, on the field, just kind of putting things to rest, and how much that ACC championship would mean for you and UNC.
Yeah, it would mean a lot to me. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, I haven't won a bowl game, I haven't won an ACC championship, none of that, and I'm a competitor, and that really kind of means something to me. I kind of want to leave some type of mark here. And it's just very personal to me. It's very important to me. So, going into my senior year, I definitely do think, it's important that, we kind of find a way to do that and to leave that legacy here. I mean, who doesn't like a good underdog? You know, so it really doesn't bother me. You know that we're not getting the hype. I mean, at the end of the day, we all got to play the games. When the season over, we'll see. Who's in the ACC championship. That's just what I'm concerned about. It's just winning football games. It's not really about the hype or anything like that. We're just trying to win games and get back to return.
I understand there's no looking ahead. You guys have a big game, week 1, of course. But week 2, App State, a lot of history the last 2 games with you guys. The road team has won the last 2 times. This is in Chapel Hill. Once again, obviously you want to close out your season, but that game now having some history, some chemistry to speak on the environment of that game.
Yeah, so I only played App State once. I think the last time they played them was like 2019. I was still in high school that year. But last year's game was very interesting. It was definitely an interesting game. I think we gave up like 5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter as a defense. We were kind of up, kind of ahead, and they kind of made a big comeback towards the end. I mean, it was one of the top games last year. But I think, this year, I think that it's going to be a little bit different. I think, we're not going to try to play around or mess around with teams like that. But not only that, I think this team's going to do a lot better at closing a game like that. Being up, I think we were up 48-21 at some point in that game. You got to put that game away. There's no way that a team should really come back from that. So I think this year, we've learned from that, and we'll definitely learn to put teams away this year.
Cedric, you touched on it.